Today we're going to check out the Illumagic Blaze light fixture. What's going on, guys? Devin from ReefDudes. Now, Illumagic is a brand that's very popular in Australia, and they're starting to bridge over to North America. One of my buddies just picked up this fixture for his soon-to-be new tank, which would be this tank, and naturally, being a good YouTuber, I decided to steal it for the weekend to do a bit of an unboxing and do a video on it. So kind of excited to check this guy out. Now this guy is the X150. It is one big solid chunk of aluminum with a bunch of different fixtures in it. And looks like we have our power supply. And a second power supply. Hanging kit. And the fixture itself. This is one big chunk of aluminum. It does have 3 different fans on the top. I'm assuming it's mainly passively cooled and the fans likely kick in as needed. Looking at the bottom, we have a ton of clusters on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different clusters on it. It's definitely a pretty big light. Should be some pretty good spread just considering how many pucks and how distributed this is. So I'm really curious to get this hooked on, get kind of a rough idea how much power it will put out. We'll check out how we control it. I'm assuming it has an app for it. Maybe power test, see how the colors look, and yeah. So let's get this baby on the tank and kind of see what it can do. But wait, how do you mount it, do we ask? Well, we do have, a tank mount. For mounting it, we do have our arm mount, so we can suspend it just above the tank, which would look pretty cool. Two IP65 rated power supplies. Woo, that's bright. Now this is a lot of light on one big panel. So I just downloaded the app. I'm gonna search for the light. So X150 is the one. The code to pair it is all zeros per the instructions. I believe it was either 6 or 8 zeros. See if that worked. If I drag the sliders, it's changing, so that's promising. So channel A would be our white, so it looks like we have white and a little bit of green, so that will be kind of our daylights, more full spectrum-ish colors. Channel B would be our blues, so will give you your nice color pop. And C looks like our UVs, so we can adjust the blends between the blues, the whites, and the UVs. And we can pick each point of the day. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different points of the day that we can program it. And it does say if it's kind of a ramp up, whether you want it to be a slow ramp, we look on the right, or it could be like a step, so it happens right away. I'm always a fan of doing slower ramps. So if we click on the time, so let's say we want to start at, say, 10 a.m. So 10 a.m., let's do it. A little bit of blues. By 1 p.m. get it fairly bright. 3 p.m. 8:22. 9:30, pretty much off. Or 10:30 at night to be off. Now if we say program, so the button on the right looks like it programs the fixture. If we hit the play button, it will kind of go through our day. Ramps up. At the top we also have edit, so that could be the name of our program. So we'll call that one Blaze. So we have P1, I'll stop that. P1, P2, 3. So you can have 3 different profiles saved in the light, or within the app, you can kind of program it from there. So now we really want to see if we can figure out a way to mount this on the tank. If not, we'll take it over to my buddy's house and we'll get it mounted on his tank. We'll do a bit of a power testing, and yeah, we'll see what it looks like. So right off the bat, it already looks like a very nice kind of crisp bright white right now. So play with the blending a little bit. So that's cranking the blue, so it has a really nice kind of blue color pop. Add a bit of whites. Actually, let's check each channel individually. So that is all purple, all UV. That is all blues. And that is all whites. So let's do something a little more natural. So we'll do about, say, 80% on the blues, 40% on the whites, and we'll do about 70% on the UV. That gives a pretty nice look right there. So it is a nice kind of crisp, nice white look. Let me grab the par meter and we'll do a couple kind of tests and see where it sits at. Thing to note, if I close the app and go back into it, it doesn't necessarily control it. So you have to do reconnect again. So something to keep in mind. If your phone goes to sleep, you might have to reconnect. However, you just search, tap on connect, and we're back in business. So if I put all channels to 100%, and I'm getting just over about 160 directly under the light. We're getting about 300 at the sand bed. Now the tank is 22 inches deep. The light's about 3 to 4 inches above it. By the glass, I'm getting 130 par. Now I'm going to adjust this to somewhere where I would keep it personally. So let's drop the whites back down to about 50%. So I normally like to shoot for about 100 to 120 on the sand bed. So right now at about, if we have 100% blues and 75% whites, that gives me around 120 at the edge, directly under the light. We're getting about 220, so I could probably lower a little bit. Looking at some of my acros up here, this guy's getting about 400 par. This guy over here, we're getting about 440. So yeah, definitely a lot of juice out of this light. So let's take it over to my buddy's house, actually put it on the tank, get it more set up where it's going to be, and take a look and check it out over there. So we're currently using the ghetto tank mount of some Aquaforce containers, just kind of suspended up above the tank. A couple options, we can either hang it from the roof, however this is just drywall, so we're going to hold off on that one for now. And the other option is we have these tank mounts, which give you a ton of adjustability. So those will bolt together and that clamps on the side of the tank. And it goes up to about 10 inches of adjustability or more, so that's a really good way to mount it. Now because it has the Eurobrace tank, those won't work on this tank, but the tank is going to be upgraded soon, so we'll probably use the tank mounts on the new tank. And as a temporary solution, I think we'll be just bolting it up to this board for now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of first look unboxing of the Illumagic Blaze fixture. And yeah, be sure to check back in a few weeks and we'll do a bit of an update on it and see how the tank is doing under the new lighting fixture. Maybe we'll do some par testing and we'll dig a bit deeper into the next update. As always guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.